Thank you for joining us. We are back. We are here to share our monthly career updates of what we're hearing in the marketplace. I'm Kaisha McCrea, and I have Curt Hammitt, and we're both career coaches. And monthly, we share highlights of what we're hearing in the market, what's happening high level with some of our clients. And then we also like to share a tip with you to help you be successful in your job search, as well as your career transition, which sometimes they're connected, sometimes those two topics are not. But each month we will give a highlight. So every fourth Thursday, we will share updates with you, and we love to hear what else you want to know from us. So, Curt, can you get us started? What are you hearing in the marketplace?
Sure. I'm hearing that there are new things coming, especially in the Richmond area for our Richmond folks. We have Lego. So I know all the children out there who are part of those families that are looking for work are thrilled about that coming. They they do have a site set up, legocareersvirginia.com. So if you are interested in working for them, you can go out there and start putting together your action plan for that. They won't be hiring. They have a facility in Chesterfield that they'll be filling in 2024 regarding some packaging. So if you're interested in that facility, you could apply there. Plus, CoStar is expanding as well for their regional headquarters. 2,000 jobs coming in 2026. So there's new work on the horizon. CoStar is looking for research, tech, operations, software development, marketing, and sales. So that's some of the local news here in Richmond.
That's awesome. And that's exciting. And especially both companies are very exciting. But I definitely remember all the excitement when we heard Lego was coming to our area. And so it's great to hear that interviews are starting and the job site is available. So that's fantastic to hear. I will share from my side, I'll share some with Richmond and I'll share outside of Richmond in terms of the job market, in terms of people still considering transitions or looking for that next job, that the market is still good. There are certain spots that there's faster traction or people landing their jobs quicker than others, but it's still a great time for clients to find their next roles. And I would share, at a high level, there are still layoffs occurring in different parts of the country. Sometimes it's quieter than we might expect, and clients are still landing. So I would say one big tip that I would share, it would be around consistency and around having targeted companies that you really want to pursue and being very, the word is precise about highlighting those transferable skills and being ready to speak to that and tapping into your network and utilizing LinkedIn, those tools to stay connected and building relationships have helped my clients continue to land. And so it's still a good time, and really being intentional about the areas you want to pursue, the message you want to share, and having examples ready when you go into that interview to really highlight your skills and your skill set. So that's one point that I would say about my clients, what I'm hearing in the market. It was exciting to hear on the news this morning about the new graduates and, what the market looks like for them, the college graduates. And I heard a little bit of the message. I didn't hear the full story on the news, but I think the market, some job spots, maybe jobs have disappeared. A little less in the tech than what they would have expected coming out. But they're still very optimistic of the future. So it's an exciting time. So the marketplace is continuing to grow as these new graduates are coming on the scene so to speak, also. Um, so I want to share a quick highlight about a topic related to job searching, and I mentioned it a few minutes ago, was the power of utilizing your network and networking during the job search. Sometimes it may be easier to go ahead and send those job applications in, but the data is showing that about 80% of jobs, new jobs, are built on personal connections. So that networking. So my tip for this month is to remind you of the power of networking, to share with you that we can network in different ways depending on our personalities. LinkedIn, Curt, last month you gave us tips about how to best engage with LinkedIn and responding to posts and sharing posts, and how much more visibility your post can receive by doing that. So this month I want to share with the audience about using LinkedIn to help grow your network and to continue to engage with their posts as you continue to build relationships and nurture your relationships. You can utilize LinkedIn to help you do that. So for example, if you're looking at a job at a certain company, let's say CoStar, for example, Curt said they're hiring here in Richmond. And if this is a new job or a new company that you don't know many people there, you can use the field in LinkedIn to see what are some connections that you might have that work there, or who are connected to people that work at that company that are maybe a secondary connection of yours. And you can ask for introductions that way. So I just want to encourage you to make sure that you use LinkedIn to help you as you network, as you're looking for those next jobs. LinkedIn can give you visibility to who in your existing network, your existing connections, work at different locations, as well as it can help you identify who may be connected from your network to someone that's employed at different companies. And you can simply ask them for an introduction. So that's the career tip for this week, is to make sure you continue to network as you are moving forward in your job search. And don't forget that the face-to-face connections still work. Going to those meetings, sharing your business cards. You can network with people in your community. You can network in different events. So those are still ways that we utilize today to continue to network as we're in our job search. So that would be the tip for this week that I would share. Curt, I want to ask you, are there any additional ways that you would want to highlight that we can also tap into ways to network?
Sure. Great lead in. I had a call just this morning. First time I had spoken, I had to reschedule the call from a week ago. And it turned out that that person who is in Florida touched base with another prospective client for his business and found out that that client was doing a career pivot and wanted to get into medical device sales. And I said, wow, okay, the guy across the street is in medical device sales, and I helped him. And he's been a great resource for me. So job search is a give and take. It is a I help you, you help me. So I reached out to this gentleman in a cold contact in an email saying, I talked with this person who you talked to recently, and he told me about your interest in medical device sales. I've got some contacts that I could introduce you as well. The other point, I had a client yesterday, and she's a new, I want to say a relatively early career person, has some experience in healthcare, and she was just doing her regular search and just applying. And I said, you really have to network, to pick up on what Kaisha said. That's exactly right. That it is in building the network. It is in helping to be known by people at your target company.
So
it's a wonderful time because you can almost write your own job description, because if you as a candidate can solve their problem or realize what their problems are and you are a problem solver, they would want you on their team definitely. So I would say be strategic. Talk to me, talk to Kaisha on ways of being more strategic instead of just sitting there and applying. That there are ways of getting a job without having to go through a lot of those stage gates and the traditional way of just applying online. Typically only 3% hear back when you apply online. So let's be part of that 97% that can get in the other way.
That's awesome. It's fantastic. So that's our highlight, our focus for this month. Next month, Curt will provide our spotlight. Curt, can you let us know what we can expect and what's your topic for next month?
Sure. My topic next week or next month is to make sure you are a top candidate by comparing and matching your tailored resume with a specific job description. So there are free and quasi-free tools out there that I'll highlight. I've got about 4 tools that I wanted to bring forth. And so next week, we'll be talking about how you can be more strategic in your job search by helping your resume to match a specific job description.
That's fantastic. So we're excited to come back next month. As you watch this update, if you have any questions for us, we'd love to hear from you in the comments section. You can message us directly as well, and please engage. So that's a reminder from last month. If you put a comment in that section, it will help increase the visibility of this month's update. And once again, this is Kaisha McCrea with Growing Perspectives.
And Curt Hammitt with Propel Your Career.
Awesome. Tune in next month for more updates from our career and job markets. Thank you for joining.